Hey guys, how's it going? So, as you can see here, sub box came in, got this off eBay. It's definitely not the dimensions they said, but it's alright, I'll make it work. As you can see here, they put terminal cups in there, but they're so deep that you wouldn't be able to solder them, and I don't trust connections inside, like the little clips like this. I had a few of them, I was feeling it, still didn't like it. The spade connectors, so instead I just drilled some holes right beside the terminal cups, and I'm just going to fill this with silicone, and in the end it means one less connection, so it's always better, less resistance, whatnot, blah blah blah. And then as you can see in here, it's going to work. And then we got some dub ones which I'm going to throw in here for the truck, and they're just going to sit like so. They sit nice and tight, so I'm going to bolt those in. But thought I'd let you see the box. Each one's going to have its own independent wire. These are 2 ohms each, so when I hook it up to the amplifier, we're going to be sitting at 4 ohms. I can't wire it down properly. I'm going to read the amp instructions, because if this can be wired at 1 ohm for this JL amp, I will do it at 1 ohm. But other than that, it's possibly going to be at 4. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ghost Search here. So I'm going to show you how to prepare your vehicle for getting an amp like this, only I'm going to be putting it up probably somewhere up in here. We will take a look afterwards, but let's show you. First thing you're going to want to do is, of course, take your back seat and pop it forward so you can mount it back here properly. So when you do this, you will see there are 4 bolt holes. There will be a bolt right here and a bolt in the front, and there will be one on each side. You will take all 4 of them out. When you do, you have to lift up and off. Same with that side. The reason why is there's hooks right here. The whole reason why I'm not showing you what this is still in, so I can show you the hooks and everything. So you'll see a hook here, and like you see over there, there will be a hook on that side. You will lift this up, put it forwards, do both on both sides. Then so we can get our wiring over here, you're going to come over here, you're going to lift this up. As you can see here, it's just pop tabs. I'm not going to take this one out all the way because I won't need to. If you want to though, you can always work on taking this part off too, because you'll want that off, which you probably won't get off because of this screw. But again, you won't need this much off because you'll be running your wire under this carpet from down over here, okay? So, you're going to get this off. Next thing you're going to do is probably pull this seal right here. And after you pull the seal, might not be able to do it right here, but this will pull off after you get the seal off right here, like so, and then just lift it out. I'll do that afterwards. It's going to take 2 hands. So like I said, you're just going to work this off like so, and then this side comes off just like the other side. I have it right here. It's just a bunch of lift rivets. All you're going to do is, if it's in like this, you're going to lift, and then grab right here on the front and pull towards you, and it comes right out. Now there's going to be a big rubber grommet on the inside here. If we come over here, you will see it right here. Now you have a choice. You can either go through this plate right here. You'll see a black plate. You could drill through there, or you can go through this grommet. It's big, beefy, and there's a lot of room. So if you're going to be going through here, you want to be careful. Best way to do it is with a big zap strap or some hay wire. If you really must, be careful and go through it very carefully with a flat blade. The reason why I stress very carefully is you don't want to nick any wires in there. If you nick any, you might not start your car again. So, well, you will. It'll just take some time. So I recommend using something plastic that's very strong, that you can squish through there, but something not sharp like metal. Because if you put something metal through there, you might break a wire, which is not what you want. And then, of course, after you get the power wire there, there's this. And as for grounding points, I'll show you afterwards once I have the amp mounted, and I'll show you a final of that. But of course, I have a video for taking this deck out, so I'll be sure to post a link to that video right here, so that way you can see how to run your wiring from there to here. Alright, so stay tuned and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done running the wiring.
Hey guys, how's it going? So if you remember in the first video, I had just gotten the wire up to there. From there I brought this up and down and over here and around to here. And then with the other wires, since they're a little bit shorter, I run them under the sub box right here, as you can see. The RCAs went right here. Speaker wires are of course going right into here. There's nothing special, just ran each subwoofer to each input. Like I said, I sealed up those holes
And then remote wire is right there, and the power is running, like I said, right there. Ground just went right there. Cleaned it off, as you can see, sanded her down, and then just bolted down the amplifier. This I didn't bolt down. I guess I could have tried to bolt down the sub box, but I'd rather not, just because, just in case I need to get on or in here for some reason, and that way if I want to tune the amp, I can always flip the seat up, pull the sub box out. Possibly I'll have to see if it'll even lift up that far. I haven't even tried putting this in with the seat in. Like I said, I just pulled the 4 bolts and lifted the seat right out. So from this point, I'm going to connect our wire to the battery with a fuse, which I'll quickly show a portion of, and then it'll be testing phase and tuning. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so as you can see here, we have our fuse there, and over comes right onto this 10 mil. I cut the corner out, and that way this still sits flush. If you really want this to go and stuff, you can always put Vaseline on here to keep it from corroding. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so that's it. Now it's time to test it out and set your gain settings. Hey guys, so everything's done. I thought I'd give you a final show of what it all looks like in the end. So as you can see here, we have an app radio up top. It's nice, clean. This can all be curled up, put in here, and the cup holder's closed. It's all up to what you want. And of course, there's some nicer head units out now, but this one has a very nice display, I have to say. Like the display on it, like you can't even compare a Kenwood to it or any other deck. The display and what the resolution is just amazing on these. Anyways, so as you can see, that's good. And then we have the subwoofer. It's getting darker, as you can see, so all our wires are nicely hidden, seats bolted back in, and this just folds right down right there. So the only thing I have to say about this box is look at how much room you have, which is virtually none. You have 0 room in between the seat. So if you're expecting to buy a truck box like this and get, I don't know, high excursion sub, you are definitely going to run into trouble here. These are not a high excursion sub. They're actually in a little bit so they can be mounted, and this ring is of course about where the excursion ends, so that way when this goes down, we're all good, right? If you have some, we'll say your really fat friend sitting on here, his butt cheeks are probably going to be pressing the sub, and you'll probably wreck the sub or the coil. So you do have to worry about things like this. If you don't rarely have anyone sit in the back, you can always do that. But yeah, and then if you do have someone heavier sitting in the back, you're going to want to turn off your subwoofer. Like I said, this is my buddy who's we're doing this for. He's just going to have his kid sitting back here, so it's no big deal. And other than that, he uses it for work. He just wants a little bit more low end, so it's perfect. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out. If you liked the video, please press the like button. And of course, if you want to see more of my installs, press the subscribe button, or just check out my channel. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.